Come on inside Joe IA Stadium with college football analyst Chris Mycoskie. I'm Lyn Rollins. Chris, there's a logjam at the top of the Western Division of Conference USA. 3 teams involved. Here's what we know for sure. With a win tonight by the Bulldogs, Louisiana Tech will claim at least a share of the Western Division title.
They don't care about the share, Lyn. It's all about representing the West in next week's championship game. If Louisiana Tech wins this one and North Texas upsets UAB, it'll be the Bulldogs playing for a title 1 week from now.
And we'll be keeping you posted on the progress of that other game. UTSA has been led by a freshman wide receiver, Zachary Franklin. He's had a big impact on this offense as a rookie.
We're going to talk a lot about seniors today playing in their final regular season games, but Franklin has been fantastic as a freshman. Tied his season high with 7 catches last week against Florida Atlantic. He's flashy and he's sure-handed. First 15 targets, didn't have a single drop, and that allowed him to stick in the starting lineup.
He may draw the attention from senior safety Darrell Lewis. Lewis has had a wonderful season on the back half of this year, and interestingly enough, he started his Bulldog career as a walk-on.
You have to love his story, Lyn. Lost his starting job coming out of fall camp, went straight to the special teams coordinator, begged for assignments, and during that time, by game 5, he also won the starting safety position back.
So the reins have cleared and we are set for football. The UTSA Roadrunners, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs, right now on ESPN. The Bulldogs in blue jerseys, white pants, white headgear. UTSA in all white. And this kickoff is deep. It will go through the back of the end zone, and the automatic touchback will put the Roadrunners on the field. Well, Chris, let's look at what's important this evening for UTSA to come out victorious.
Need to give the ball to Sincere McCormick quite a bit. He has great speed, the freshman running back, 1 score away from tying a UTSA single-season record. Marshall and UAB didn't allow many big gains for Louisiana Tech past couple of weeks. If UTSA can do the same, they'll go a long way. And Jamal Sam and Sheldon Jones really can be explosive on special teams, but UTSA's has some trouble capitalizing there. Way too many penalties in that phase.
Jordan Weeks is the starting quarterback. He and Lowell Narcisse have been dividing time this year, but it's Weeks getting the start. He'll throw on first down, and he pegs it deep. He's got a man open, caught inside Tech territory. A beautiful throw right between the seams, and that one right into the hands of Sheldon Jones. Jones making his 24th catch of the year.
As of Tuesday, when we visited with Coach Wilson, he said that Narcisse would get the start, and it would be Weeks coming in later. Looks like he made the right decision putting in Jordan to get things started.
Another pass, and this one is gobbled up over the middle, a gain of about 8. That's Carlos Strickland, one of the tight ends. Both of these teams like to throw to the tight ends, and Strickland is the #1 receiver for the Roadrunners. That's his 35th catch, so they get their tight ends involved, Chris.
Yeah, Strickland had 5 catches for 85 yards and a score last week against Florida Atlantic.
A pickup of 8, 2nd and 2, a couple of completions to get things started. Weeks will throw again, and this one is off the fingertips of a receiver on the far sideline.
Little trickeration there, Lyn. It ended up not mattering in the end, but Weeks moved over to the halfback position, took the handoff before throwing the incomplete pass.
So this should bring up 3rd and 2. The Roadrunners have yet to rush the football. They've had a couple of long pass completions. 3rd and 2 from the 32. We are just underway on the artificial surface of Joe IA Stadium. Weeks hands it off to the running back who bursts into the secondary, pulling away. He's got a first down and some more. A big run by Sincere McCormick. He is a freshman who has really burst on the scene.
That was one of the keys. Keep handing him the football. 12 carries for 78 yards a week ago. Overall in the season, 864 yards. That's top 5 in the conference.
Well, Jarius Sneed made the last tackle. Here's McCormick wiggling for some over the right side on the first down play from the 18-yard line. McCormick out of Converse, Texas, a 5'9", 200-pounder. He's a scat back, but he's got some power as well.
Coach Wilson called him the most talented runner on this football team. Really good vision, good feet, a lot of toughness.
2nd down and 4. The line to make for a first down is near the 8. An impressive opening drive to this point by the Roadrunners. Louisiana Tech is a team that has been very good defensively in the red zone this year. In fact, Louisiana Tech has been one of the leaders, not only in the conference, but in the nation for most of the year in red zone defense. They've allowed only 63% of red zone entries into scores, and only 48% of those have been touchdowns. McCormick wrapped up, this time behind the line of scrimmage on 3rd and short. A loss of maybe a yard.
That red zone efficiency puts Louisiana Tech in some elite company. The rest of that top 5 nationally: Florida, Temple, Georgia, and Ohio State.
Kadarian Mason, one of the defensive ends, made the stop, and now we'll have a short field goal attempt from Hunter Duplessis. He's 7 of 9 this year. This will be a 28-yarder from straight away. And the kick is good. Johnson makes a man miss, still on his feet. Johnson bursts out of the pack. He's at the 40. How far can he go? To the 30. Run out of bounds near the 20-yard line. And we saw some of what Josh Johnson does. He's got more moves than a Bourbon Street regular, and showed it right there.
Johnson last week, 87 yards on 14 attempts at Iowa State, hoping to have a much bigger performance today against the Jaguars. Of course, against the Cyclones, it was going against the nation's 10th ranked rushing defense. A chance to have a lot of success today against USA.
Trey Young ran him out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Isaiah Phillips has returned to the lineup in the backfield. Evans looks to throw, has time, wings it over the middle, caught for a touchdown. Josh Peterson, whose dad, Doug Peterson, is in the house tonight. Josh Peterson makes the touchdown reception. He was wide open in the middle of the field.
Devin Rocket and DJ Daniels, one of them should have been on Peterson. Some miscommunication. Both of them end up to the near side, almost all the way to the sideline, and right there in the middle, Peterson all alone.
I'm quite sure that the Philadelphia Eagles head coach is standing and cheering right now. Doug Peterson, his son Josh, has just caught the touchdown reception. Jared Porter attempts the 7th point.
A little late cannon fire after the touchdown, Lynn. Thankfully didn't throw off the ULM special teams.
There is running room for Josh Johnson. Johnson stepping outside, and finally he's dragged down at the 40. Josh Johnson so dynamic in his own right.
Yeah, we knew that from the start of the season, Lynn, when we saw him for the first time against Grambling. Caught everybody's attention from around the Sun Belt Conference with the performance he had against the Tigers, and ever since then he's delivered on almost a week in, week out basis. Last week, one of the rare times where he wasn't able to put up big yardage, and it cost the Warhawks dearly.
A pass down the middle, caught at the 15-yard line. Jaquan Bloomfield was wide open out of Katy, Texas, a redshirt freshman, and he was running that route on the near hash mark, and the ball beautifully delivered to an open receiver.
He's the wild card in ULM's passing attack. Last 2 weeks been solid, straight line guy, a track athlete, and learning how to catch the ball very well.
1st and goal from just inside the 10-yard line, and it takes only one play for the bus to get to the bus stop. Austin Vaughn, the big guy, 5'8", 222-pound senior out of Alexandria. And Austin Vaughn right here bulls his way home. He survives that tackle, stays on his feet. A touchdown for Austin Vaughn, his 3rd of the year.
Vaughn came into this program as a walk-on, just ready to do whatever it took to help the team. Came here for the business program, but wanted to keep playing football and has contributed in a big way.
Jared Porter's extra point is good. So here come the Warhawks again. 21-14. ULM, 8:52 remaining in the 2nd quarter in Monroe, Louisiana.